Okay, our finished product will be on momentum, impulse, and Newton's laws. I'll be explaining momentum and impulse.
We'll be talking about Newton's first law of inertia, which is an object that's in rest will stay in rest unless an outside force acts upon it, and an object that's in motion will stay in motion.
So we're also going to be talking about Newton's second law of motion, which states that in the equation F equals ma, if there are two objects with the same mass, the object with a greater acceleration has a greater force, and the object with a smaller acceleration has a smaller force.
We will also be talking about Newton's third law, which states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Okay, I'll be explaining impulse, which is basically force over time. So if there is a greater force over a short amount of time, the impulse will be higher. Or if the force is over a longer amount of time, the impulse will be smaller. Okay, we'll be showing impulse by Tommy throwing the ball to me, and I'll be controlling it by giving the ball more time to hit my body, which will decrease the force.
Alright, so right now, this is showing Newton's first law. It's at rest. The ball's at rest. So as soon as I apply force, the ball moves, and that would be Newton's first law, that an object that's in rest will stay in rest unless an outside force is acted upon it, and me kicking it would be the outside force.
So we will be explaining Newton's third law, which is an action. Each action has an equal and opposite reaction. And me pushing on him my force will be applied back to me because of equal and opposite reaction.
Okay, we'll be talking about momentum and the transverse momentum. So momentum is mass times velocity. So if two objects have the same velocity but different masses, the one with the larger mass will have more momentum than the smaller mass. So in this example, we'll be showing a tennis ball and a soccer ball hitting each other. The soccer ball will have more momentum because it has a larger mass, so it should overpower the tennis ball and push it in the direction that the soccer ball is heading.